I call them lazy proofers, and they are the best helpers on your Etsy team. This video will show you how to create supplemental info pages for your product listings on Etsy using free resources like Canva, and why it's going to be a game changer for your Etsy shop. Hey, it's Anna, and this channel's mission is to help you find a creative outlet and turn it into a fulfilling online business. Here's why I think these additional pictures are so great. Firstly, it helps to eliminate misunderstandings and questions from the customers who may not have taken time to read the description. By adding images that highlight key information, potential buyer can quickly and easily determine if the product meets their needs or wants. This will increase the likelihood of a sale. This is particularly important for the customer who are looking for a specific product, like for an anniversary gift, or for the customers who have like special requirements, like allergic reaction to some kind of ingredients. Now, don't get me wrong here, because I'm a huge fan of a detailed descriptions, okay? Every single product of mine has a detailed description. But I can guarantee you that majority of people will go through all of your pictures before purchasing, and if you have that key information that they're looking for, it will increase the likelihood of converting that potential buyer into a buyer. On the topic of a special requirement, think of a busy husband who's looking to buy an anniversary gift for his wife, okay? And he knows that she is allergic to paraffin, let's say, okay? He has to know as quickly as possible, because there's a lot of choice on Etsy, if that particular product, your product, has been made with soy. He may or he may not go to the description to look for this information, and if he won't bother spending time searching for answers, he will just click out and go to the next listing. Then there is Etsy itself. They say, and I quote, "The more photos you add, the more information your buyers have to make their purchase decision." Now, if you're wondering if your listing will rank higher if you have 10 pictures, the answer will be no. Now, you need to have at least one photo, but in general, if you have one or you have 10, it will not impact your placement in search. I know. So why are they pushing sellers to add this extra media, like 10 pictures and a video in addition? This tip is all about getting more sales for your shop. The better your pictures are, the easier you make it for the customer to find the information they're looking for, the more likely they are to buy from you. That's why adding these lazy proofers is so important. It gives the customers the information they're looking for at their fingertips, increases your chances of making a sale and boosting your conversion rate on Etsy. I hope it made sense. Let me know if you knew about the importance of conversion rate, and if you want me to ramble a little bit more about it in a future video. I will give you a few examples of these additional listing photos that we're talking about. It could be size charts, color charts, important details of the product, like for example, if it's a digital product or physical product, okay? Instructions on how to use the product, thank you page, review page, social media page, good cause page, ingredients and coupons, deals, etc. The possibilities are endless. So any important information you want your customer to know right away, you can create a lazy proof for that. So I wanted to create a thank you page with you, social media page, and digital product warning page. I'm also planning on making a tutorial on how to create a sizing chart and a color chart, but it's a little bit more complicated, and I don't want this video to be too long. But if you're interested in that or in something else, you can just let me know down in the comments. I read all your comments and I try to deliver on every single question you're asking. The best formatting for your listing photos will, to be honest, depend on you, because Etsy doesn't really care except for the first image, because it will be your thumbnail, it will be your product anyway. I personally always go for square, okay? And there is a reason behind it. My website requires square formatting, okay? And I'm not going to do one job twice for every single product I have. I have over like 800 of them. But there's also a very popular ratio, 4:3 ratio, that looks very nice. And to be honest, you can do your listing photos, like you can make one square, you can do the other one 4:3 ratio. The next one will be a vertical, like if you want to pin to Pinterest. Check out my other video where I show you step by step on how you can do that directly from your Etsy shop. But the reason I bring this up, like for some people it may be a tiny little thing, but for me, when I scroll through the listing, through the photos on the listing, I prefer them all to be the same size, okay? Because it's a little bit distracting for our brain going through the photos, and one is like super long vertical, there's a empty space on the sides, you know what I mean? When every single photo is the same ratio, is the same size, like square or 4:3, all of them, like it's easier. Like, do you agree, or is it something just I notice? Now let's create a few pages together, okay, on Canva. It's gonna be super simple. Okay, let's go to Canva and let's create a new canvas, okay? Actually, you can search for ready-to-use templates, and there are like a bunch of them, and edit whatever you want in there, or you can create from scratch. Okay, let me say something. I used to spend hours making designs, okay, on creating and making everything perfect, and I overcomplicated things. Okay, now I've come to realize that I'm a fan of a simple and straightforward designs, okay, especially when it comes to like these infographics. What I want to include on this page is a thank you, obviously, but also combine it with a something like, if you need any help with your order or have any questions, type of sentence too. Okay, you can also add something about, if you're happy with your order, we would be so grateful if you shared your feedback type of request. Okay, I have a whole video on how to legally ask for product reviews, so I will link it down below if you're interested. But to be honest, I want to leave it as is because I feel like it will be excuse me, too crowded on here. A pro tip here, always add your logo or at least your shop name on every picture you create, because it's your asset first of all, and then you never know how many times it will take a person to remember the brand name. And guess what? And if they do, they may find you easier on socials, okay, and even remember it down the road when they refer you or they come back to shop more. Okay, save it to your computer. I have a dedicated folder, and I suggest, like, if you want to keep things organized, to have a special folder. It's called listing assets, and it's inside of my office folder. Okay, so I have an office folder with subfolders, but you know, whatever organization system works best for you. Now let's create a quick disclaimer about digital downloads. Okay, this is actually a very popular info picture, but it's the most unnecessary one. Okay, let's rephrase that. I think it shouldn't be necessary. Okay, that's the better way of saying it, because Etsy labels digital product listings with a digital download sign, and when a person is shopping for digital files, they know 100% how and what to expect. But you know, there are people out there still think that they can buy a shirt with some saying, like, which is actually a digital file of that quote, for like $3 or so. You know, there are still people out there like that. Or there's scam out there. There's always scam out there. So for those people, we need to make sure to put that it is a digital download. It's not physical product. It will not be shipped to you. It's a digital file that you download on your computer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now save this to your asset folder. Now let's create a social media follow page. Today, social media is where most online businesses hang out, okay, because it's almost the only way to bring social awareness and exposure to your online business. Also, customers love seeing how product was made, who is behind the scenes, who is the creator, you know, all of that jazz. Some people love being featured, okay, which you could implement into your listing photo. It's a type of a marketing strategy, okay, if you want. I will include on this page that if you want to be featured, please tag us or something like that. Keep it simple and to the point. Okay, save it. Now you did a great job that your future self will appreciate, I promise. You only need to make this lazy proofers once, then you can use them over and over again with different product listings. That's what I do, for example. My thank you page stays the same, my socials don't change, you know, you get the idea. You may need to create a few variations of the same listing picture for different products, like sizing charts for different clothing brands, or ingredients for like different products like candles. Why I'm always giving example of candles, probably because I love candles. So in most cases it will stay the same, but there might be a few listing photos that you will want to, you know, modify down the road depending on your product. I hope this video was helpful. As always, I appreciate you being here. I will see you in the next video, and bye for now.